everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be reviewing the Great Muppet Caper, which is the second movie in the Muppet movie series and everything. So before I get into my part of the review, I'm going to let Big D take it away, so take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is Doyle, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and I'm proud to be a part of this next Muppet review with Robbie, Ogre Boy 1992, and this time it's the Great Muppet Caper from 1981. Although I haven't yet to review this, I will sometime, but well, now I haven't seen this in a long time, so I had to watch maybe a clip or so to jog my memory a little bit. I know most of this, though, since I remember seeing this as a kid, but from what I can remember, I absolutely did enjoy the Great Muppet Caper. The story was real good. The Muppets going to London, and I like the performances we got from all the Muppets. And let's see, seeing Diana Rigg, who was host of PBS's Mystery at the time before it was merged with Masterpiece, and Charles Grodin as Nicky, the main villain. I mean, I like the fight with him when trying to get the baseball diamond. And Kermit's like, Nicky, why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I'm a villain. Yeah, that part was real good. Piggy Fancy is great, and the music's absolutely great. I absolutely loved Hey a Movie. What we hear at the beginning and the end of the movie. Boy, I think this movie was a load of fun. I would like to relive it someday. I hope to get it on DVD sometime. But still, again, I still remember the Great Muppet Caper. It's fun. It's just as much fun as the Muppet movie in some ways, but it's fun. Thank you again for letting me be a part of this, Robbie. This is the Big D saying see ya.
Thank you, Big D. Really happy to have you on here and everything, and it's fun doing these Muppet reviews with you. So I'll go ahead and get into my part. This one was directed by Jim Henson and written by Tom Patchett, Jay Tarsis, and Jerry Joel and Jack Rose, who also helped write the first Muppet movie. I like this one quite a bit. It's not quite as fun as the first Muppet movie was, but I still really did enjoy this movie. I like how in this movie Fozzie and Kermit are playing twin brothers and everything, and they even mention like they don't look anything alike and everything, but and then they show a picture of their father, and he looks like Fozzie Bear, except he's green like Kermit, and even has the little thing around his neck that Kermit has. I thought that was really amusing. The humor in this movie is great too. It has a lot of meta humor and everything. Like in the opening credits, they're looking at the names and stuff, and they're talking about it being the opening credits and stuff. I love that about this movie, and I think it's a pretty good mystery movie. I mean, you kind of know who's going to be the villain, and the one that's doing all this stealing and stuff anyway. But it's really still a lot of fun, though. It has some catchy tunes. I think my favorite one is the one that when Miss Piggy and Kermit are like riding in the park and stuff on the bikes. I love that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And there's a lot of really good jokes in here. That my favorite thing, though, that had me cracking up was when they're trying to catch a taxi cab, and Kermit is like, how are we going to catch a taxi and everything, and Gonzo just throws himself out in the street and almost gets hit by the car and everything. It cracked me up, and he's like, do you always do that? And he's like, yeah, it works, it's always good when it works, or something like that. But it just cracks me up. It was just like kind of out of nowhere humor. But and there's also this reoccurring gag in this. They're at this hotel and everything that's like really falling apart. It's not in very good condition and everything. And they lay on this bed, and it folds up into the wall and everything. And there's a couple of gags where it does that, and it's pretty cool too. But it was funny the first time, but it was even funnier when it happened again, because most of the Muppets were sitting on the bed at the time, and yeah, I didn't really expect it to happen and everything, and so I thought that was really funny and everything. And I also got to say something that's really weird about this movie is Miss Piggy. There's a scene when she's entering this beauty pageant because the lady that that some of the diamonds are being stolen from and stuff, she can't go on for some reason. I can't remember exactly what it was, but Miss Piggy goes out and she's wearing this bathing suit and everything. I'm like, dang, Miss Piggy looks pretty thick. It's like, I know some people will talk about how thick Bo Peep looked in Toy Story 4, but Miss Piggy was looking extra thick in that bathing suit. I really enjoyed this movie, though. It's not one of my most favorites in the Muppet movies, out of the Muppet movies, and it does have some pretty good cameos from Peter Falk and John Cleese, Jack Warden, Robert Morley, and even Oscar the Grouch, which is one of my favorite cameos, because I think that it's Jack Warden that's in that scene and everything, and Miss Piggy throws him out of this truck and everything after begging him to let her ride with him in the truck. She's on her way to try to stop this robbery and stuff at the jewelry place, and she throws him out and everything, and he lands by these trash cans, and he looks at Oscar and he says, "What are you doing here?" And Oscar says, "A really brief cameo." And he says, "Oh yeah, me too." And then it cuts to the next scene. I love that scene. I thought that was hilarious. And the other part I really thought was amusing in this, when Miss Piggy is on her way to help the other Muppets out and everything, she's riding this motorcycle, and it's very obvious that it's not Miss Piggy on the motorcycle, that it's like some human that's on there, and you can tell they're trying to hide the face and everything, trying to make it where you won't notice, but it's very noticeable that it's not Miss Piggy driving a motorcycle and everything. But yeah, so this was a really, really entertaining movie. If you're a fan of the Muppet movies, I definitely think you should see it, because it is a really good one and everything, but it's not one of my most favorites either. It's not one that I like rewatching a lot unless I'm watching all of the Muppet movies, but it's still got a lot of funny moments and stuff, so I'd give it a 7 out of 10 and everything. I definitely would recommend it if you're a fan of the Muppets and everything. It's worth watching and everything, and it's just not one of the best movies in the franchise, but it has a lot of heart and humor and everything that you would expect from the Muppets and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me and Big D know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you all have a good day. See ya.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end.
How do I turn you off?